Today we're going to talk about the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Have you ever wondered why rich people think differently? Why do some people earn money easily, while for others it remains a struggle? T. Harv Eker says that money doesn't just come from hard work. Rather, it depends on your mindset. If you think like the rich, you can also attract wealth like them. But if your thinking is like the poor, you will struggle for money your whole life. There's a deep point to understand here. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. This means that if you have a scarcity mindset about money, then your outer life will also be full of financial hardship. Things you heard in your childhood, like money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, earning money is very difficult. All these things have settled deeply in your subconscious mind. And these are what affect your financial future. If you believe that becoming rich is impossible, then your mind will work in ways that prove this thought to be true. Conversely, rich people have positive beliefs about money. They believe that money is infinite, opportunities are everywhere, and anyone has the potential to become wealthy. Because of this mindset, they take steps that lead them towards wealth. Let's take a simple example. If someone believes that earning money is easy, they will look at new opportunities with an open mind. They will learn new skills, work on new business ideas. But if that person believes that earning money is very difficult, they will be skeptical about any new opportunity and limit themselves. Your money earning pattern is determined by your mindset. Now the question is, what is your mindset? Can you change your thinking about money? Can you adopt the mindset that there are no limits to wealth? If yes, then next we will understand how rich people program their minds so that money itself is attracted to them. Fundamental differences in the thinking of the rich and the poor. The money you have, it's not just the result of your hard work. It's also a reflection of your mindset. T. Harv Eker explains that there are some fundamental differences in the thinking of rich and poor people. And this difference determines whether a person will become prosperous or struggle their whole life. 1. The rich focus on opportunities, the poor on obstacles. Whenever a new opportunity arises, rich people think, how can I benefit from this? Whereas poor people think, what if this doesn't work out? The way of thinking itself leads to different results for both. Rich people move forward by embracing opportunities, while poor people miss chances due to fear. 2. The rich take responsibility, the poor blame others. If someone is struggling with financial hardship, they often blame the government, their family, their boss, or the economic system. But rich people believe that they alone are responsible for their financial situation. They work on their thoughts, habits, and decisions so that they shape their own destiny. 3. The rich dream big, the poor have small thoughts. If you only think about earning enough money to meet your needs, then that's all you'll get. But if you think, I want to earn so much money that I can help others too, then your mind will start focusing on new and bigger opportunities. 4. The rich put money to work for them, the poor work for money. Poor people think, if I want more money, I have to work more. Rich people think, I need to create a system where money works for me. They invest, build businesses, acquire assets, so that money continuously works for them, whether they work or not. Now ask yourself, what is the level of your thinking? Do you focus on opportunities or obstacles? Do you take responsibility for your financial situation or blame others? Do you think about making money work for you, or are you solely dependent on your salary? If your thinking isn't like the rich, that's okay. The good news is that thinking can be changed. In the next section, we'll understand how to adopt the mindset of the rich and make it your habit. Your financial blueprint. Have you ever noticed that some people are experts at making money, while others are always in financial distress, no matter how hard they work? T. Harv Eker says that the reason for this is the financial blueprint that is already programmed in our subconscious mind. What is your financial blueprint? Every person has a financial blueprint, which determines how much money they will earn, spend, and save. This blueprint has been programmed inside you since your childhood. For example, if your parents always said, money doesn't grow on trees, or earning money is very difficult, then these things would have settled in your subconscious mind. Now, whenever you try to earn money, your mind will work based on this programming. Can your blueprint make you rich? If your financial blueprint has limited thinking, then no matter how much money you earn, you won't be able to save it or invest it in the right place. Many people go bankrupt within a few years, even after winning the lottery, because their blueprint doesn't allow them to remain wealthy. On the other hand, if your blueprint is like that of rich people, then, even if you are struggling, you will somehow start making money. What to do to change the blueprint? 1. Identify your financial programming. Think about what you were taught about money in childhood. Were there always talks of money shortage in your home? Were you told negative things about rich people? 2. Challenge old thinking. If you believe that earning money is impossible, then change that thinking. Adopt new ideas. There are many easy and smart ways to earn money. 3. Adopt the mindset of rich people. Ask yourself, if you were a millionaire, how would you solve a financial problem? Start directing your thoughts in that direction. If you truly want to become rich, then you need to delete your old programming and create a new financial blueprint. Now ask yourself, is your blueprint making you rich or keeping you poor? If you are ready to make a change, then you can also change your financial situation. How rich people think and how you can change your thinking. Have you ever noticed that rich people think differently about money? Their mindset is completely different from ordinary people. Eker says that to become rich, you don't just need money, but you also need to change your thinking. Differences in the thinking of rich and poor people. 1. Rich people see opportunities, poor people see obstacles. Whenever a new opportunity arises, rich people think about trying it, while poor people think, what if I fail? For example, if someone gets an opportunity to start a new business, the rich person thinks, how can I make it successful? Whereas the poor person thinks, this will be very difficult. I don't have money. 2. Rich people challenge themselves for growth. Poor people stay in their comfort zone. Poor people think that if they work harder, they will earn money. But rich people focus more on smart work than hard work. They learn new skills, learn to invest, and look for ways to increase their income. 3. Rich people put money to work for them. Poor people work for money. A poor person remains stuck in a job their whole life and depends on salary, while a rich person creates new income streams. They invest money in the right place, so that money itself works for them. How to make your thinking like the rich. 1. Identify and change your negative beliefs. If you feel that rich people are greedy or that money cannot be earned honestly, then this thinking will stop you from becoming rich. Change it and think, I can earn money honestly and smartly. 2. Learn to take risks. To become rich, you need to embrace new opportunities. If you keep backing down out of fear every time, you will never be able to move forward. 3. Read and learn about money. To become rich, it's essential to understand money. Learn to invest and train your mind to think like the rich. Your financial situation depends on your thinking. If you think like the poor, you will always struggle. If you adopt the mindset of the rich, money will come to you automatically. Now the question is, are you ready to change your thinking? How to reprogram your money blueprint. Everyone has a money blueprint in their mind, meaning how they think about money and how they behave. This blueprint is formed from childhood. What we hear from our parents, see, and experience determines our financial thinking. How your money blueprint was formed. If in childhood you heard that earning money is very difficult, money is the root of all evil, we can't become rich, then these things have deeply settled in your subconscious mind. This is why, whenever you try to earn more money, your mind starts stopping you. Now the question is, how to change this old, limited thinking blueprint? How to reprogram your money blueprint? 1. Identify your old beliefs. First, you need to catch your negative thoughts. Next time you think a negative thought about money, ask yourself, is this really my thought, or did I hear it from someone in my childhood? 2. Make your thinking positive. Rich people think positively about money. They believe that money is not evil, but brings freedom and opportunities. Whenever you catch a negative thought about money, immediately replace it with a positive thought. Earning money is not difficult, but it's a skill that can be learned. I am capable of becoming rich and I can do this. 3. Adopt habits of becoming rich. Just changing your thinking won't do anything. You also need to change the way you work. Develop habits of saving and investing money. Control unnecessary expenses. Learn new skills so that you can increase your income. 4. Learn from successful and rich people. If you learn to think and act like the rich, then gradually your money blueprint will change. Read books, listen to podcasts, spend time with people who are financially successful. Your current financial life is the result of your old money blueprint. But the good news is that you can change it. Now ask yourself, is your blueprint making you rich or keeping you poor? If you are ready to make a change, then you can also change your financial situation. How rich people think and how you can change your thinking. If you want to be financially successful, then first you need to understand the difference in the thinking of rich and poor people. Rich people and poor people live in the same world, but their mindsets are completely different. Differences in the thinking of rich and poor people. 1. Rich people focus on opportunities, poor people on obstacles. Whenever a new opportunity arises, poor people first think, what if this doesn't work out? But rich people think, what if this is successful? This mindset helps them move forward. 2. Rich people focus on problem solving, poor people on the problem. If a problem arises, poor people complain, but rich people start looking for solutions. This is why rich people are not afraid to make big decisions. 3. Rich people consider themselves responsible, poor people blame others. Poor people say, my financial situation is bad, because the government is bad, because my salary is low, because I don't have resources. But rich people think, if my financial situation is bad, then I need to change it. They consider themselves solely responsible and take action to change their situation. How you can change your thinking. 1. Focus your attention on opportunities. Next time you see an opportunity, don't immediately reject it. Ask yourself, what if I succeed here? This will make your mind start looking for new paths. 2. Develop the habit of finding solutions. Whenever a problem arises, stop and think, what could be the solution? Just like rich people turn every problem into an opportunity, you also need to train your mind. 3. Take responsibility. Assume that your financial situation is the result of your past decisions. And if you start making the right decisions now, then in the coming years, your situation can change. If you really want to become rich, then you need to start thinking and making decisions. Like the rich, what do you focus on more? Opportunities or obstacles? Where is your money going? To become rich, it's important to understand this. If you earn money every month, but end up with nothing left, it means that you are not paying attention to your financial habits. Rich people know where their money is going, while poor people don't pay attention to it. Differences in the thinking of rich and poor regarding money. 1. Rich people prioritize saving and investing, poor people spending. Poor people have the mindset of, first meet my expenses, then whatever is left, I'll save. But rich people prioritize saving and investing first, and then they run their expenses with what's left. 2. Rich people focus on growing their income, poor people on cutting expenses. Poor people think, if I cut expenses, I'll have more money. But rich people think, if I increase my income, I'll have more money. That's why they focus on creating new income sources and growing their money. 3. Rich people put money to work, poor people work for money themselves. Poor people always think that more money can only be earned by working harder. But rich people think about how to make money work for them. They invest their money in the right places so that it continues to grow on its own even if they don't work. How you can control your money. 1. Save money at the beginning of each month, not at the end. Whenever you receive money, first set aside 10 to 20% and put it into savings or investment. 2. Focus on ways to increase your income. Cutting expenses is a good habit, but the real game is in increasing income. Upgrade your skills, start a side business, or look for new opportunities. 3. Invest money in the right place. If you just keep money in a savings account, it will gradually decrease due to inflation. That's why invest money in places where it can grow, like stocks, mutual funds, or real estate. Do you know where your money is going? If not, start tracking it now, because until you pay attention to it, you won't achieve financial freedom. To become rich, you need to change your identity. Have you ever noticed that whenever someone becomes a millionaire, their thinking and habits change? This isn't just because of money, but also because their self-identity changes. How you see yourself determines your financial reality. If you consider yourself a middle-class person, then your habits, decisions, and financial decisions will also be according to that. But if you start seeing yourself as a rich person, then your thinking and habits will start to change. People think, when I become rich, I'll think like the rich. But the truth is that when you start thinking like the rich, then you will become rich. You first need to build that identity within yourself, that you are worthy of becoming rich. How to upgrade your financial self-image? 1. Say to yourself every day, I am a rich person. Your mind will gradually start believing this as truth and will make decisions accordingly. 2. Change your financial habits. Do you earn money just to spend it or to grow it? Are you developing the habit of investing or just focusing on saving? 3. Think and make decisions like rich people. What skills are needed to become rich? How can I create more value? What are the ways where my money can earn money itself? When you change your identity, your financial reality also starts to change automatically. This is why just increasing income is not enough, but thinking and feeling like the rich is also essential. Why rich people take risks and why the poor avoid them. Whenever it comes to earning money, poor and middle class people first think about safety and security, whereas rich people think about possibilities and opportunities. This is why rich people earn more money, while the poor and middle class remain stuck in the same place. People who are afraid of risk cannot become rich. 1. Poor people avoid risks. They think, what if I invest money and lose everything? That's why they focus more on safety but are afraid of investing. They choose secure jobs or small businesses but don't take big opportunities. 2. Rich people understand and manage risks. They think, how can I reduce this risk? How can I earn more from this? They control their risks by investing, doing business, and learning new skills. They know that greater returns are given only to those who are ready to take more risks. Why taking risks is essential to become rich. If you only do safe things, you will get the same results that everyone gets. But if you learn to take controlled risks, then you can create opportunities that seem impossible to others. They know it. They know it. Taking risks. They know it. They know it. If you want to invest, first learn where and how rich people invest. 2. Learn ways to earn money besides a job. Rich people don't depend on just one income source. They know it. They invest. You should also focus on passive income along with your job. 3. Before every decision, focus on opportunity instead of fear. Poor people think, what if I fail? Rich people think, if I succeed, how much will my life change? This difference in thinking leads them forward. How to get started? 1. Learn to take small risks. First, make small investments, start small businesses, learn new skills. As your confidence grows, you'll be able to make bigger decisions too. 2. Learn from failures. Don't be afraid. Rich people consider failures as opportunities to learn, not the end. The sooner you start learning from success, the sooner you will be successful. 3. Trust your decisions. If you don't trust yourself, no one else will trust you either. Take risks, learn, and move forward. Taking risks is not foolishness, but wisdom, provided you take them in the right way. This is the real game of becoming rich. The real secret to the success of rich people. Have you ever wondered why some people keep getting richer, while others remain in financial distress their whole life? This is not just a game of hard work or luck. It's a game of thinking, habits, and mindset. The biggest secret of success. Rich people first change their thinking. 1. They consider themselves worthy of becoming rich. The poor think, it's very difficult for me to become rich. The rich think, if other people can become rich, then I can too. 2. They keep upgrading themselves. Poor people spend time on entertainment, rich people on learning. They read books, take courses, learn from mentors. If you want to become rich, start upgrading your mind constantly. 3. They don't work for money, they make money work for them. Poor people think, I have to work harder to earn more money. Rich people think, I need to create a system that earns money even without my presence. They focus on investment, business, and automated income sources. What is necessary to become rich? 1. Create income streams other than a job. Just relying on salary will never make you financially free. Learn about business, investing, real estate, stocks, and gradually get involved in them. 2. Learn something new every day. The more you learn, the more new opportunities will come your way. Successful people read something new every day, experiment, and increase their knowledge. 3. Learn to control your money. Poor people spend first and save what's left. Rich people first save and invest, then spend what's left. Money management will lead you towards financial freedom. The most important change: start considering yourself rich. If you don't consider yourself worthy of becoming rich, no one else will either. The journey to becoming rich begins in your mind before your bank account. Think big, do big, and recognize the millionaire within you. Now it's time to ask yourself, do I want to live with the same old thinking, or do I want to change my whole life by training my mind like the rich? You got it. Let's break down Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, step by step, as if you're building a new financial mindset from the ground up. Step 1. Understand your money blueprint, the foundation. This is the absolute starting point. Eker argues that everyone has a deeply ingrained money blueprint or financial thermostat in their subconscious mind. What it is? This blueprint is your default unconscious program for money. It dictates how much money you'll likely earn, keep, and how you'll manage it. Where it comes from? It's formed primarily in your childhood, based on 3 influences. Verbal programming: what you heard about money, e.g., money is the root of all evil, we can't afford that, rich people are greedy. Modeling: what you saw about money, e.g., how your parents managed money, their spending habits, their financial struggles or successes. Specific incidents: emotional experiences related to money, e.g., arguments over money, sudden losses, unexpected windfalls. Why it matters? Your blueprint acts like an internal thermostat. If your thermostat is set for, say, $50,000, you'll subconsciously sabotage yourself if you earn more, or find ways to recover if you earn less, to always return to that comfort zone. Your first step is to become aware of your current blueprint. How do you think and feel about money? What beliefs did you inherit? Step 2. The formula for manifestation, the process. Eker presents a powerful formula that underpins all financial results. Thoughts, right arrow. Feelings, right arrow. Actions, right arrow. Results. This means your thoughts about money, your money blueprint, lead to your feelings about money, which drive your actions or inactions concerning money, which ultimately determine your results, your financial reality. The key takeaway: if you want to change your results, you must go back and change your thoughts. Actions alone won't work long term if your underlying thoughts remain the same. Step 3. The declarations and repatterning, the tools. Once you understand your blueprint and the manifestation formula, Eker introduces practical tools to rewire your thinking. Declarations. These are specific, empowering statements you say aloud with conviction, placing your hand on your heart and then on your head. The idea is that speaking them aloud and connecting with your body helps embed them into your subconscious. Example: my inner world creates my outer world. Or, I release any non-supportive money experiences from the past and create a new, rich future. Mindset work. This involves actively challenging and replacing your old limiting money files with new, empowering ones. Eker calls this repatterning. You identify a negative belief, e.g., money is hard to come by, acknowledge its origin, and then consciously choose a new, supportive belief, e.g., money flows to me easily and effortlessly. This step is about consistent, daily practice to overwrite old programming. Step 4. The 17 Wealth Files, the new programming. This is the core content of the book, where Eker contrasts the thinking and habits of rich people versus poor and middle-class people. Each file represents a specific mindset shift. You need to actively internalize and adopt these. Here are some of the key files to adopt. 1. Rich people believe I create my life. Poor people believe life happens to me. Take ownership and responsibility. 2. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game not to lose. Focus on abundance, not just survival. 3. Rich people are committed to being rich. Poor people only want to be rich. Commitment means doing whatever it takes. 4. Rich people think big. Poor people think small. Aim for massive impact and wealth. 5. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. See problems as stepping stones. 6. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent rich and successful people. Bless what you want, don't curse it. 7. Rich people associate with positive, successful people. Poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. Your environment shapes you. 8. Rich people are willing to promote themselves and their value. Poor people think negatively about selling and promotion. Believe in your worth and share it. 9. Rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. Develop resilience and problem-solving skills. 10. Rich people are excellent receivers. Poor people are poor receivers. Be open to receiving good things. 11. Rich people choose to get paid based on results. Poor people choose to get paid based on time. Leverage your value, not just your hours. 12. Rich people think both. Poor people think either or. Seek solutions that offer abundance in all areas. 13. Rich people focus on their net worth. Poor people focus on their working income. True wealth is net worth, not just salary. 14. Rich people manage their money well. Poor people mismanage their money well. This leads to the next step. Step 5. Master your money, the practical application. This is where the rubber meets the road. Eker provides a very practical money management system, essential for turning your new mindset into tangible results. The money jar system, or 6 bank accounts. This is his most famous practical tool. The idea is to divide all your income into specific accounts, physical jars or separate bank accounts, with fixed percentages. 10% Financial Freedom Account, FFA. Invest this for passive income. Never spend the principal, only the earnings. This is your golden goose. 10% Play Account, Play. Use this for fun, luxury, and feeling rich. This prevents burnout and reinforces that money is enjoyable. Spend this monthly. 10% Long-Term Savings for Spending, LTS. For larger purchases like a house, car, or education. 10% Education Account, EDU. For courses, books, seminars, personal growth. Your greatest asset is you. 55% Necessities Account, NEC. For everyday living expenses, rent, food, bills. 5% Give Account, Give. For donations to charity or helping others. This fosters a mindset of abundance and contribution. This step is about developing discipline and conscious control over your money, regardless of the amount you have. Step 6. Cultivate passive income, the path to freedom. This is a key differentiator in the wealth files. Focus. Rich people focus on building passive income streams, whereas poor and middle-class people focus primarily on earned income, trading time for money. Goal. The ultimate goal of the Financial Freedom Account, FFA, is to grow to a point where the passive income it generates covers your living expenses. When this happens, you are financially free. Examples: passive income can come from investments, stocks, bonds, real estate rentals, royalties, or businesses that run without your active daily involvement. This step is about shifting your focus from working for money to having money work for you. Step 7. Consistent action and continuous learning, the ongoing journey. Finally, Eker emphasizes that becoming wealthy is an ongoing process of growth. Take action. Don't just read the book, apply the principles. Do the declarations, set up your money jars, and challenge your limiting beliefs. Continuous learning. Always be open to new knowledge, skills, and strategies. Read, attend seminars, find mentors. Rich people never stop learning. Review and adjust. Regularly review your financial progress and adjust your strategies as needed. By consistently applying these steps, first changing your internal blueprint, then consciously managing your money, and finally building passive income, Eker believes anyone can move from their current financial reality to one of true wealth and financial freedom. T. Harv Eker's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind isn't just another book about financial strategies, it's a deep dive into the psychological underpinnings of wealth. Eker's central thesis is that everyone possesses an unconscious money blueprint or financial thermostat established early in life, which largely dictates their financial success. This blueprint is a composite of what we heard, saw, and emotionally experienced about money during our formative years. He argues that if your internal money thermostat is set for, say, a middle-class income, you will consistently find yourself gravitating back to that level, regardless of temporary windfalls or setbacks. This means that true financial change isn't merely about acquiring new skills or opportunities, it's about fundamentally rewiring your subconscious programming related to money. Eker asserts a critical formula: thoughts right arrow, feelings right arrow, actions right arrow, results. This highlights that our financial outcomes are direct consequences of our actions, which in turn are driven by our feelings and ultimately by our underlying thoughts and beliefs about money. Therefore, to change your results, you must begin by transforming your thoughts. The book emphasizes that rich people possess different money files in their minds compared to poor and middle-class individuals. These files represent distinct beliefs, attitudes, and approaches to money and life. The path to wealth, according to Eker, involves consciously identifying and replacing your limiting poor files with empowering wealth files. A significant portion of the book is dedicated to outlining these 17 wealth files, contrasting the mindsets of the wealthy with those who struggle financially. For instance, rich people believe I create my life, taking full responsibility, while poor people often feel life happens to me, adopting a victim mentality. This foundational difference in personal accountability is paramount. Another key distinction is that rich people play the money game to win, aiming for massive wealth and abundance, whereas poor people play not to lose, primarily seeking security and avoiding poverty. This difference in focus, offense versus defense, profoundly impacts financial decision-making and risk-taking. Eker also points out that rich people are unequivocally committed to being rich, willing to do whatever it takes, ethically, to achieve their financial goals. In contrast, many who struggle financially only want to be rich, without the deep-seated commitment required to overcome obstacles and consistently pursue wealth. The concept of embracing challenges is crucial. Rich people view problems as opportunities for growth and learning, seeing themselves as bigger than their problems. Poor people, however, often shrink from challenges, allowing obstacles to deter them from their goals. This mental fortitude is a hallmark of successful individuals. Furthermore, Eker stresses the importance of effective money management, famously introducing the money jars system. This practical approach involves dividing all income into specific accounts or jars for different purposes: financial freedom, play, long-term savings, education, necessities, and giving. This system cultivates disciplined financial habits, no matter the income level. The Financial Freedom Account, FFA, is particularly vital. 10% of all income is allocated here, never to be spent, but invested to generate passive income. The ultimate goal is for the passive income from this account to eventually cover all living expenses, thereby achieving true financial freedom, where one's money works for them. Another vital principle is the cultivation of passive income streams. Rich people actively seek to create income that doesn't require their direct daily labor, such as from investments, royalties, or automated businesses. This contrasts sharply with those who primarily rely on earned income, trading their time for money. Eker also highlights the importance of continuous learning and personal growth. Rich people constantly educate themselves, reading books, attending seminars, and seeking mentorship, understanding that their greatest asset is their own knowledge and skills. Poor people, conversely, often believe they already know it all. The power of association is another core tenet. Rich people intentionally surround themselves with positive, successful individuals who inspire and uplift them, recognizing that one's environment significantly influences their mindset and actions. Poor people often associate with negative or unsuccessful individuals. Finally, Eker's methodology isn't just about understanding these principles, it's about active implementation. He encourages daily declarations, affirmations stated aloud with conviction, and specific exercises designed to reprogram the subconscious mind. It's a call to consistent action, to replace old, limiting beliefs with empowering ones. In essence, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind teaches that wealth is an inside job. By consciously identifying and transforming your internal money blueprint, adopting the mindsets and habits of the rich, and diligently managing your finances, you can fundamentally shift your financial reality and achieve lasting prosperity.